Do you still trust your legs? I mean, really trust them? Or have they started to feel like unreliable partners, where getting out of a comfortable chair feels less like a simple move and more like a negotiation, where stairs have become a deliberate, one-step-at-a-time challenge? Or maybe you felt that momentary, heart-stopping wobble while walking on perfectly flat ground, even though your mind is as sharp as ever. If any of that hits home, I need you to hear this loud and clear: that is not a life sentence. And more importantly, you hold more power over it than you think. There exists a simple, fundamental way to help your legs feel solid, responsive, and trustworthy again. No exhausting workouts, no complicated procedures, just a few foundational nutrients your body is likely signaling for. In this video, we're going to zero in on 3 essential vitamins that can trigger a significant turnaround in your leg stability and strength, often with astonishing speed. These are not trendy quick fixes. They are scientifically backed, biological cornerstones that have helped countless people over 60, just like you, reclaim their confidence and footing without overhauling their lives. So if you're in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, this is non-negotiable information. Stick with me, because I'm not just going to name these 3 vitamins. I'm going to give you the exact playbook, how to use them, the right foods to combine them with, and a critical detail most people get wrong. Let's begin this straightforward mission to rebuild your foundation. But first, do me a favor and click that subscribe button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. And while you're there, drop a comment with where you're watching from. I love seeing the global reach of our community. Now let's get right to our first vitamin, and frankly, it's the bedrock of everything else we'll discuss. It's called vitamin D3. And if you're over 60, you need to understand that this one nutrient is the structural engineer for your lower body strength. Think of vitamin D3 as the foreman on a construction site, directing all the materials to build a strong, stable frame. It dictates bone density, it commands proper muscle function, and it ensures the nerve signals, your body's electrical system, are firing cleanly to every muscle, especially in your legs. But here is the critical piece of intelligence most people miss until the problems are obvious. As we get older, our body's ability to produce its own vitamin D3 drops off a cliff. This is not a personal failing, it's a biological reality of aging. Your skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight. You likely spend more time indoors. And even when you do get sun, your internal organs are less effective at activating the vitamin. So a deficit quietly builds. It's not a sudden crash, but a slow, creeping erosion of your foundation. You start to feel that unsteadiness, that extra push needed to stand up. That slight wobble when you turn too quickly. Maybe you get those jolting nighttime leg cramps that seize your calves. Or you've had a couple of close calls, small stumbles that you dismissed, but that stuck in the back of your mind. These are not just random signs of aging. They are direct messages. Your body is demanding more vitamin D3. In fact, a landmark study from Harvard University was a major wake-up call. It found that older adults with insufficient D3 levels had a nearly doubled risk of falls leading to hospital visits. That's not a small number. That's the difference between independence and a life-altering event. But here's the powerful part. When you correct this deficit, the response is often incredibly fast. A remarkable study in the UK gave seniors a modest daily dose of vitamin D3, just 800 IU. The result, in only 5 days they measured an almost 20% surge in leg strength. Let that sink in. A nearly 1/5 recovery of strength in less than a week. That isn't just a statistic, it's a game changer. So what's the mechanism? When you have enough D3, it acts like a key, unlocking your body's ability to absorb calcium for strong, dense bones that can support you. It also fine-tunes muscle contractions, making your movements smoother and more precise. Crucially, it dials down inflammation, which is often the cause of that heavy, dragging sensation in the legs. But its most elegant job is supporting the neuromuscular system, the high-speed connection between your brain's commands and your muscles' actions. That connection is what gives you the split-second stability to catch yourself, to walk confidently on uneven pavement, and to stand firm. Now let's get tactical. How do you take it for maximum impact? For most adults over 60, a daily intake of 800 to 2000 IU of D3 is the proven sweet spot for safety and results. But the dose is only half the story. The delivery is everything. Vitamin D3 is fat-soluble. That means it needs fat to be absorbed. Taking it on an empty stomach is like sending a letter without a stamp. It won't get delivered. So always take it with a meal containing a healthy fat. A breakfast with eggs or avocado, a little full-fat yogurt, even a salad with an olive oil dressing at lunch. Just pair it with fat. And one more pro tip, you take your D3 in the morning or early afternoon, because it plays a role in your body's energy and alertness cycles. Taking it late at night can sometimes disrupt sleep for sensitive individuals. So, to put a fine point on it, if you feel your legs have lost their authority, if climbing stairs feels like a chore, if you just want to feel planted and secure on your feet again, vitamin D3 is your non-negotiable starting point. It's not magic. But when you give your body a fundamental building block it has been starved of, the results can feel pretty close to it. Best of all, it's simple, it's inexpensive, and it works. No brutal gym sessions, no complex routines, just a few seconds a day to lay a stronger foundation. If you're getting value from this, let me know with a quick comment. Just a hello, and your city is perfect. And make sure you're subscribed for more no-nonsense guides like this, designed for seniors and the people who care for them. I'm really glad you're with me. Let's move to our second vitamin. This one is the silent partner, almost always ignored, but absolutely critical if you want your legs to feel coordinated, responsive, and energized. This one will likely surprise you because it's not what people think of for leg health. But when you understand its job, its power becomes undeniable. I'm talking about vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is the master electrician of your body. It doesn't build muscle tissue directly, but its role is arguably more critical. It maintains the myelin sheath, the protective insulation around your nerves. Think of it as the high-quality coating on the electrical wires running from your brain down your spine and into your leg muscles. Without that coating, the signal becomes weak and distorted. When your B12 is low, that's when you get static on the line. You might feel that bizarre tingling or pins and needles in your feet and toes, or that strange sensation of your legs falling asleep for no reason. Some people describe a feeling of being disconnected, as if their legs aren't getting the memo from headquarters. Walking a straight line can feel surprisingly difficult. You might feel off balance even on a solid floor, or notice you're veering slightly. And the most maddening part, you can be eating healthy, staying as active as you can, and still feel a deep fatigue in your legs after minimal effort. These are all classic signs that the communication highway between your brain and your legs has potholes. And for a huge number of older adults, a vitamin B12 deficiency is the direct cause. You might think, but I eat a good diet, how can I be deficient? The reason is a change in your body's hardware. After 60, your stomach produces significantly less acid. This acid is the gatekeeper that unlocks B12 from your food. So even if you eat B12-rich foods like meat, eggs, or dairy, your body can't access it. It's like having a key but the lock is rusted. And if you take common medications like acid reflux blockers or metformin for blood sugar, this problem is magnified as they can further block B12 absorption. So what happens when the levels get too low? Your nervous system starts to fray. The signals telling your muscles to contract, relax, and balance become slow and unreliable. That's the source of the unsteadiness and the feeling that your body is betraying you. But the news here is fantastic. A B12 deficiency is straightforward to fix. And the results are often profound. Multiple clinical studies have shown that when older adults supplement with B12, they see dramatic improvements in balance, walking stability, and overall coordination, often in a matter of weeks. The tingling, the numbness, that disconnected feeling, it all starts to fade as the nervous system repairs itself. And here's why it's so encouraging. B12 is water soluble. Your body uses what it needs and simply excretes the rest. It's incredibly safe and well tolerated. Experts generally recommend a daily dose between 500 and 1000 micrograms, but this is crucial. You must get the right form. Look for methylcobalamin. That is the pre-activated form of B12 that your body can use instantly. It often comes in sublingual tablets that dissolve under your tongue, or in sprays. These forms are ideal for seniors because they bypass the stomach and go directly into the bloodstream, completely avoiding the absorption problem. For timing, taking B12 around lunchtime is often perfect. It provides a clean, non-jittery energy boost for your afternoon and supports your nervous system when you're on your feet. A quick try not to take it with your morning coffee or tea, as the compounds in them can sometimes hinder absorption. So if you've been feeling off, uncoordinated, or like your legs have a mind of their own, please stop blaming it on just getting older. It may be a simple communication breakdown that you can fix. When your brain and body are in sync, when the signals are crisp and clear, you move with a new authority. Your steps become sure-footed. The constant low-grade fear of a misstep starts to dissolve. Vitamin B12 restores the precision of your movement. It brings back that deep, grounded sense of control. Don't underestimate this nutrient. Its role in your independence is invaluable. Before we hit our final vitamin, I'm curious where you're joining from. Type your city in the comments below, and if you haven't yet, a quick tap on the subscribe button ensures you get all of these vital tips. We're building a strong community here, and you belong in it. Now, let's cover the third and final vitamin. This one gets almost no public attention, but it's the powerhouse that dictates how your legs feel and perform from one moment to the next. It's vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. If you've never really considered it, this might be the most impactful part of this entire discussion. Think of it this way: if D3 is the foundation and B12 is the wiring, then B1 is the high-octane fuel that powers the engine. It is the spark. Without a sufficient supply of this vital nutrient, even strong, healthy muscles will feel weak and sluggish. Your legs might feel unnaturally heavy, as if you're wearing lead boots. Or they get profoundly tired after just a short walk. Many seniors describe it as a dragging sensation, or like trying to walk through wet concrete. Others find that after a simple task like climbing a single flight of stairs, their leg muscles ache and take forever to recover. If that resonates with you, you are not imagining it, and it is not your fault. Here's the deal with B1. Our bodies have no long-term storage for it. It's a use it or lose it nutrient. And as we age, several factors conspire to deplete it. Certain common medications, especially diuretics for blood pressure, act like a pump, flushing B1 right out of your system. Even moderate alcohol consumption, like a nightly glass of wine, is a notorious B1 depleter, and our modern diet, full of processed, convenient foods, is often stripped bare of natural B1. To compound the problem, our aging digestive system just doesn't absorb it as well as it used to. So, what is B1's primary job? Thiamine is the master key in converting carbohydrates and proteins from your food into ATP, the pure usable energy for your muscle cells. It is the direct fuel for every step you take. And because your legs contain the largest and most demanding muscles in your body, they are incredibly sensitive to a B1 shortage. But here is the most exciting part. Replenishing your B1 can yield results almost immediately, sometimes within a few days. In clinical trials, when older adults began taking a daily thiamine supplement, the feedback after just 1 week was astounding. They reported feeling lighter on their feet, a dramatic reduction in soreness after walking, an improved ability to tackle stairs without pausing, and a noticeable boost in leg energy that lasted through the evening, right when fatigue would normally hit hard. Most seniors find that a daily dose of 50 to 100 ml of B1 is highly effective. It is best taken in the morning with your breakfast, which acts as the delivery vehicle. Pair it with protein or whole grains. Think oatmeal, a whole grain toast with an egg, or a smoothie. Just try to separate it from black tea or alcohol, which can block its absorption. The special thing about thiamine is that it doesn't just provide energy, it accelerates recovery. So if your legs consistently feel so tired and spent after basic activities like walking across the house or bending over, B1 can restore the power behind your movements. It's fuel for your freedom, working silently to make every step feel stronger and more effortless. So if your legs have felt heavy, slow, or just plain tired, please give vitamin B1 serious consideration. It's one of those simple, overlooked keys that can unlock a surprising level of comfort and confidence in every step you take. And that is the trifecta. 3 simple, potent vitamins to start rebuilding the strength and reliability of your legs. Not in months, but potentially in days. Vitamin D3 to rebuild your structural foundation and balance. Vitamin B12 to rewire your nerve communication for sharp coordination. And vitamin B1 to fuel your muscles for effortless energy and movement. These are not miracle cures. They are fundamental tools your body has always used. With age, sometimes we just need to consciously put those tools back in the toolbox. But please remember this: it is never too late to feel stronger. It is never too late to walk with more certainty. And it is never too late to invest in yourself, one simple, powerful step at a time. If this video gave you a single piece of actionable hope today, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel so we can walk this path together. And please let me know in the comments where you're from. I am inspired by seeing our community span the globe. Whether you're taking care of yourself, a loved one, or just planning to stay strong and sovereign into your 80s and beyond, know that you are not on this journey alone, and you are doing a magnificent job. Be good to your body, and I will see you in the next video.